Mic check, mic check. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Arapahoe Sports Network. My name is Trey Larson. I'm joined alongside Mason Lanier. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Getting ready for a great boys basketball game. Got the Warriors taking on the Rock Canyon Jaguars. We got our starting lineups here. Mason, what do you got on the game for us?
You know, this game was originally supposed to be March 7th. Rain happened, and now we're here on April 24th. But Rock Canyon, their offense, led by Dylan Gennario, 2.5 goals a game, 28 total goals on the season, 38 points to sum it all up. And freshman Brady Gallant almost matching Gennario, 26 goals, 37 points. He's very efficient when he shoots, 84%. And defensively, this team is pretty good as well. Roy Dwyer is in goal tonight. 64 saves, 55% on the save percentage. Last game, they're coming off a win on the 21st against Thunderbridge, 10-3. Rock Canyon 5-6. And I'll talk about Arapahoe once we get back from the national anthem. National anthem out of the way. These two teams ready. Tee it off. Arapahoe on an 11-game win streak. None other than Nick Parker. 3 goals a game, 42 total goals, 58 points. He leads the team, and he's shooting 59%. You got Napalili and Sawyer Sullivan right there with him, and Pangborn in goal, 63% on the save percentage, 92 saves. As we get set, Rock Canyon and Arapahoe. Arapahoe on Wednesday, coming off of the 14-3 win against Colorado Academy. So both teams coming off wins, trying to keep their win streak alive.
And the Warriors not only coming off a win, but also off 11 straight wins. So they're looking to continue that streak tonight.
Warriors 6-0 in league play. They're first in the conference, third in Colorado, 52nd in the country compared to Rock Canyon. They're fourth in conference, 19th in Colorado, and 341 nationally. The face-off comes
Dominic Franks on the face-off, and here we go. Rock Canyon wins the face-off quickly, gonna get a shot off, and tipped out of bounds by the stick of Pangborn. Shot came from Spencer Smith.
The only bad thing about being at this Newton Stadium, you don't have the nets behind like Littleton does, so balls kind of just lose track.
On Wednesday, the Warriors, they actually were not doing great in the first quarter. It was just a 1-1 game, and felt like Colorado Academy controlled a lot of the pace. So Warriors going to be looking to not allow that to happen this time. Maybe play 4 solid quarters.
Yeah, Colorado Academy came out that game being very physical, and the Warriors just struggled with that early on, especially just being able to have a nice, solid offensive possession that we're used to seeing. And Rock Canyon starting out this game just with 2 straight offensive possessions with shots on goal.
That pass sails out of bounds, and so Warriors will get possession back in transition all the way across the field. That is Daughters. Now Gilchrist, and Warriors clean with it. Up to Bandel, then Napalili.
Take a look at Warriors offense, first possession they've had.
That was Barca with a nice move and attack at the goal. Parker. Parker up top. Spins back, Bandel. Finds Napalili. Nick Parker. Parker spins, makes a man fall, and misses left. Sullivan. Parker. Parker averaging over 3.5 goals a game this season. Absolutely dominating opponents. Landon Wilson in the middle. Wilson being pressured. And then Napalili gets it to Bandel. Bandel gonna have a shot. Hits off a defender.
Flag comes flying.
And it is gonna be on a Jaguar. Number 3, that is Trip Molstay. Wilson to Sullivan.
So the type of offensive possessions you usually see from the Warriors. They hold it for a while and get a good amount of shots on goal.
Parker to Mastro. Just swinging it around. Back up top. Tried to get it to the middle. Wilson fighting for it. Bandel looks to have scooped it up, but then still out. Picked up by Parker. Warriors been on the attack for the last 3 minutes here. Good shot from Sullivan, gets tipped. And now the goalie goes out to get it. Napalili fighting with him. This could be a good opportunity for the Warriors if they can get it. Apologize, need to scoot our camera down here. Mastro quickly to Napoli. Napoli loses it for a second. Big shot loaded up and in the back of the net. Sawyer Sullivan. Warriors start the game with a beautiful shot out of the stick of number 4.
Sullivan will notch his 25th goal on the season. Nice shot there. Get the Warriors in the lead early. Frank's 50% on the face-off this season. He'll lose that one.
Rock Canyon now with another possession. They'll look to match the Warriors' 1 goal. Apologize for the camera work. All our stuff just fell, so 1 second. All right, should be good now. Rock Canyon still with it. Asher Likes. Good move, gets past Barca. Likes, then passes it to the X. Back to Likes. Up top, Likes. Excuse me, that is Likes.
See Rock Canyon, when the Warriors get close, they try to dodge off the defender, but Warriors doing a good job of staying with them.
Back behind the net. It's Zedens. Zedens! Misses. And Pangborn is able to scoop it up. And now Gilchrist gets it down the field. Pass is dropped, but Napoli heads up, able to climb his way upfield to get to that. Now Wilson. To Mastro. Mastro back to Parker. And the Warriors do end up losing it there. Another relatively slow start to the first quarter for the Warriors here.
Yeah, we're used to seeing the quick, many shots on goal from the Warriors, but similar to how the CA game started last Wednesday, where it was just 1-1 at the end of one, but Warriors went on to win that one 14-3.
Likes. Slows it down. Rock Canyon playing slow ball. That's what Colorado Academy was able to do on Wednesday. And then the Warriors in the second, third, and fourth quarter just forced them back into that fast-moving, fast-paced game that they like to play. And it felt like the Mustangs kind of crumbled. Coming around the net, goes up with it. And Pangborn Saves it. Gilchrist gets it out of there. That's Fukuhara, excuse me. Now long ball over to Gilchrist, the Air Force commit. Now up to Bandel. Bandel to Napalili. That's Mastro. He'll reset up top. Sullivan. Sullivan spins back. Then finds Mastro. Mastro swings one on. And he gets it in. Warriors pull away with the 2-0 lead. Luke Mastro Giovanni, the transferred to Arapahoe from Monarch High School. And in this back half of the season, he has made a huge impact for this team.
Yeah, maybe a slower start to the season than he wanted to, but definitely in this second half, he's come to life. And what a shot there, finding the window and right in the back of the net, 2-0 lead.
Fighting for it off the face-off. Still down finally. Rylan Wells comes away with it. To Sullivan. Sullivan gonna have Napalili. Napalili spins. Nothing open, but gets it to Wilson. Wilson into the middle. Now Parker. And a save from Rock Canyon. And Sullivan keeps it alive. Parker to Sherbert. Sherbert, only a sophomore, getting good varsity minutes this season.
Yeah, Sherbert was just being hacked. Nice job able to keep the ball on his stick.
And a good save. And now ball going the other way for the Jags.
And Dwyer, good job with the save there.
Ball out. And I do have word the Denver Broncos are on the clock. So if you care about that. Oh, Napalili tried to whip in a big one, hit off the stick of number 3 for the Jaguars, which is Trip Molstay. Landon Wilson doesn't see the ball, and it is scooped up by the Jags, and now a whistle and timeout from the Jaguars. Head coach Sean Zordani, I think, wants to watch the Broncos pick here.
Yeah, maybe, but the Cardinals are on the clock.
Did we pick?
The Broncos traded their 62nd pick to the Bills, and now they have the second and the third round, the 66 overall pick.
Okay. Don't mind that.
No picks in the first 2 rounds, though.
Spoken like a true Cowboys fan.
My bad.
Warriors with the 2-0 lead. And we have just a minute left in this first quarter. Rock Canyon with an opportunity here to try to bring the game back within one.
Final 30 seconds of this quarter. Rock Canyon has had some sustainable offensive possessions, just nothing coming out of them yet. Warriors defense standing strong.
They'll have one last opportunity here, under 15, and they lose it, so Warriors actually will get the ball back. Jack Olney up to Pangborn, and Pangborn will either hold it or maybe try to get a last-second shot off. Jack Olney moving it up. 4 seconds now. Jack Olney will whip on a big one, and to no avail. So that'll do it for the first quarter. We will take another break, go see who the Broncos pick, but thank you for joining us here on Arapahoe Sports Network. Warriors 2 and the Jaguars come out of the first quarter scoreless. They win the faceoff quickly here, and they'll have a shot. And the announcers jinx.
Yeah, what a way to start a quarter. Just 7 seconds in, Rock Canyon puts a score.
Brennan Musick gets a face-off goal within the first 7 seconds.
Yeah, face-off went a little south there.
And he runs right back to do the next one. This time Shane Fox will come on for the Warriors.
Fox 33% on the season in the face-off percentages.
Rock Canyon gonna have another opportunity off the face-off here. This time misses left. At the 40, that is Grayson Cole. Shot misses left. And Zedens keeps it alive. Coming around the goal, Grayson Cole Now Cole slows it down. Jaguars with an opportunity to tie this game for the first time since zeros. Bishop. Bishop down the right side.
Rock Canyon just controlling the offense ever since the second quarter started. Warriors not had an offensive possession yet in the second quarter.
Yeah, and 2 minutes in already. Good save from Pangborn. Shot came from roof knocked. Back to the X. Jaguars still in control. Cole being pressured by Drouse. Good defense from Garrett, knocks the ball out, and Pangborn able to scoop it right up. So Warriors escape that 3-minute onslaught after just allowing the one face-off goal.
Yeah, they just need to get up the field first to solidify their offensive possession.
And Wilson with it. Wilson to Sullivan and quickly to Parker. And now Parker will slow it down. Up to Mastro, who's just coming on. Then to Bandel with fresh legs. Bandel to Wilson. Wilson had 2 on Wednesday. And now Sullivan's shot misses left. Kept alive by Napalili. And now a whistle is blown. And back to play. Bandel to Mastro. Mastro spins. Had the goal earlier to get to 2 points. Wilson. Now Warriors slowing it down themselves, taking a long possession. Up to 1:30 now.
Yeah, I like this from the Warriors, just passing, trying to find the perfect open shot instead of just keep slinging shots at the goal.
Sullivan tried to get it between the legs of the goalie, but well played by Quinn Cook. And now we will get a timeout from Rock Canyon. And we will step aside. 7 minutes left to play in the first half. Been a competitive one. Rock Canyon been able to control a lot of the pace here in this game.
Yeah, halfway through this second quarter, and Rock Canyon doing a good job just kind of controlling the pace and possession. Rock Canyon leading the scoring in this quarter with their first goal, keeping the game close as Arapahoe will take over.
Little mistakes costing Jaguars opportunities. And Fukuhara gets it to Pangborn, who gets it to Gilchrist. And now the Warriors cleared up field. No, they don't. Wells drops it. Now the deep hole on attack. And just like that, Jaguars with another possession here. They'll look to tie up the game. Again, score in favor of the Warriors, but I feel like it's been a relatively balanced game, if not in control of Rock Canyon.
Yeah, I think Rock Canyon's just doing a better job of the overall, like I said earlier, the just pace and just controlling the ball at the other end. I think they've had a longer offensive possession time as they'll strike through.
There they go, tying this one up. Dylan Ganario.
Yeah, he's their offensive leader there.
With 6 minutes left in this game, 6 minutes left in the first half, the Jaguars have tied it all up.
It'll be Ganario's 29th goal of the season.
This is a big face-off here. Rock Canyon has done really well on the face-offs, had the immediate goal at the start of this quarter, but Warriors need to get some momentum back in their favor. Again, being outscored 2-0 in this quarter, first 6 minutes. Fox fighting for it. Ball still on the ground and scooped up by the Warriors. And then immediately a timeout called for Arapahoe. So the Warriors will have it when we come back, and they'll be looking to reclaim the lead. Napa Lily up to Mastro. Now Mastro behind the net. High pass to Sullivan and Parker. Wilson behind the net. Rounds around. And dumps to Bandel. Less than 5 now. And Bandel gonna spin back up. Get it to Parker. Now Napalili with it. Napalili been quiet tonight. Moves it over to Parker. It's hard to not be quiet when there's so many good goal scorers for the Warriors attack. Mastro to Wilson, then over to Parker. Behind the net now to Napoli. Napoli trying to get into the middle. And he gets it to Wilson, who puts it right in. Warriors able to get the lead back, and more importantly, a little bit of momentum back in their hands.
Good pass by Napoli there to allow Wilson to have that whole side open, and Warriors, like Trey said, 3-2 with the lead.
Griffin Maxwell on for the face-off. He's been really good when he's been able to play. Now only with it. Napoli to Daughters. And now Daughters will run off. Only stays on, gets it to Bandel, and then will take himself off the field and replaced by Landon Wilson. Bandel. Moving around the ref. To the middle, to Wilson, then over to Parker. Mastro. Nothing open. Landon Wilson tries to go behind the back with it.
Yeah, good save there by Dwyer, but a really good shot there from Wilson.
Moving quickly, Bandel. Bandel to Sullivan. And Sullivan tried to throw it across the net to Napoli, but keeper says no, no, no. Jaguars clean in transition. The deep hole might have a shot. He elects not to take it. Jaguars could very well control this ball into halftime. I mean, they've had a few 2-minute possessions this game.
Yeah, they have had some lengthy possessions, being able to capitalize on 2 of them, but Pangborn come up with that one.
I mean, how about the season that kid's having? Nick Pangborn, I mean, played absolutely fantastic against Colorado Academy.
Yeah, he made some crazy saves against the Mustangs, and Pangborn just allowing this team to go on that 11-win streak and hoping to continue throughout this game.
Jaguars back with it. Less than 2. Pangborn just so comfortable in the net. Into the middle. And a good break there for the Warriors. Pass was trying to get it to Brady Gallant, but not there. Now Garrett Drouse moving quickly. Gets it to Olney, who then gets it to Napoli. And Napoli goes sky high.
Rock Canyon had a little slip up in their defense. One of their defenders just tumbled by the turf monster. It allowed the Warriors to open that middle area up a little bit. And Warriors 2-point lead here with 1:09 left in this half.
Maxwell again. Maxwell does a good job there. Ground ball still being fought for, and then Jaguars pull away with it. Gilchrist. His pass intercepted. Rock Canyon with 40 seconds left. What can they do? Down by 2.
It'd be good confidence-wise just to get a goal going into this half here. They've already had 2s.
Into the middle. Oh, Pangborn had it. Pangborn made the save, but he fell, and his stick went into the net, and the ball fell. So unlucky there. I mean, still the fact that he was even able to get his stick on that ball, incredible.
Yeah, those one-on-one are definitely hard, but Pangborn, like you said, Trey, he was there, just couldn't hold on to it. Rolls in. Rock Canyon, good confidence boost here. 25 seconds left.
Maxwell on the face-off again. He's done a good job tonight. And after pulling away with it, he'll get called for something. Now less than 10 here. Moles stay. Good defense from Wells. And the last second shot is saved by Nick Pangborn. Came out of the stick of Brady Gallant. But that'll do it for the first half. Warriors, after the Jaguars tied up the game at 2, Warriors score 2 straight. Then the Jaguars answer right near the end of the half. But we will step aside for a break and be back with the second half. Thank you for joining us here on Arapahoe Sports Network.
So please support these two senior capstone projects. Thank you. Because I just go, do you want a donut? He was like, like, ooh, I don't know this kid. Did you put donuts? Did they? Thank you so much. Can we see? Can you press it out? That has to be a screenshot with the brightness down. Yes, no, just the box.
Back here for some second half action. And the Warriors do win the face-off. Got Mason Lanier on the camera. Gilchrist to Wilson. Wilson being pressured. And now a quick timeout called by Coach Bob Zine. And just as soon as we come back, we will step away. Warriors will come out of the timeout with it. That's Wilson to Mastro. Then Bandel. Napalili. Mastro. Mastro to Wilson. Then Sullivan. I think the Warriors need to focus on just keeping control of this game. They've got the lead. Now keep building on it like they do so well. Big shot from Mastro. He'll fight for it back, but save from Quinn Cook.
Rock Canyon scoring 3 goals in that second quarter. Warriors.
Jaguars tried to load up a big one from deep. And to no avail. Connor Gilchrist with it. quick shout out to Mr. Jeff Brandberg. He won today the 2026 Arapahoe Teacher of the Year. I mean, nobody more deserving of that award. Such an amazing guy, and he's been such a huge support of this network, and both Mason and I mean, we would be terrible at this without him, quite frankly.
Yeah, Mr. Brandberg just helped us and guided us through doing Arapahoe Sports Network. Much thanks to him.
A flag does fly. And whistle comes in. Waiting for the official call here. And that is Bishop on a knee for some sort of time, and that'll be a minute in the penalty box. Parker to Mastro, into the middle, Bandel. Bandel loses it, well defended by the defense of Rock Canyon. And just as quickly as the Jaguars get it, the Warriors right back with it off the missed pass. Sullivan to Wilson.
Warriors seem a little more conservative with their shots tonight, playing more catch with each other than, I guess, focusing on the shots.
Sullivan will slow it back down. Mastro thought about it, tried to spin, and just dumps to Napa Lily. Up top, Parker. Parker whips one on, misses. And Mastro keeps it alive. Mastro, well defended by Rory Dwyer. Now Dwyer, pass up to Cole. Now Cole moving quickly, swims. And a push gives White the ball. Into the middle. Bandel hit from behind, loses it. And Ben Nielsen to Dwyer, then back to Nielsen. Long pass, and it does connect. Schmidt. And shot from Gennario misses right. Rock Canyon loses it. Daughters, good defense. And gets it to Fukuhara, who then gets it to Pangborn. Back to Gilchrist. Now Drouse going to move it up the field. Drouse to Bandel. And Napa Lily slows it down. Mastro comes on, as well as Wilson. Bandel. Wilson. Mastro spins, gonna have an opportunity, but Now Bandel, then Wilson. No significant shots here in a little while for the Warriors. Napoli with it, up to Bandel. Then over to Mastro. Mastro swings it around. Parker behind the net. Parker spins back. And up to Wilson, who loses it. And fighting for it, and then they'll call offsides on Rock Canyon. Jaguars don't like that call.
Yeah, the parents do not like that either. You can hear
Bandel. Bandel brings it in. Goes to Napoli. And a flag flies. I think this one's going to go on Bryce Jurin of the Jaguars. Wilson. Warriors got time. And they have the safety net of the penalty flag. Bandel. To Parker. Parker, not a lot of opportunities here. There's one. And now we'll get the flag call. And it is Kyle Tamendong. No, excuse me. It was on number 7, Dylan Gennario. Rock Canyon's bench getting into it here, trying to pump up their team. Warriors with a long possession here. Mastro. To Parker, then to Sullivan. Sullivan to Parker. Then Mastro. Less than 5. Mastro. Mastro evades the incoming defender well. The Jaguars doing a great job not allowing those deep shot opportunities that the Warriors love so much. Swim from Mastro, nothing comes from it. Now Napoli over to Sullivan. Excuse me, Bandel. Bandel dumps off to Parker. Now Parker from his iconic spot, and he does it. Nick Parker. Absolutely dominant from that spot right there in the long 4-minute possession. Does finally result in a Warrior goal. Nick Parker was quiet for this first half. But that shot came out of big time. That is a huge possession. It would not be good to have not scored off that one.
Yeah, it's almost like the power play in hockey where you get a guy in the penalty box in, enough shots on goal, eventually lead to a goal, and that's what happened there for Arapahoe.
Gavin Barca to Parker. Warriors right back into the attack zone. Parker. To Sullivan. Sullivan swings one on. Good save. Dwyer comes away with it now. Jaguars moving quickly. Genario misses the pass to Zedens. And another turnover. And Rock Canyon shooting themselves in the foot here. They've made little small mistakes that have cost them some shots. Parker to Sandoval. Excuse me, that's Sherbert. Wilson to Barca. Barca, the dual sport athlete, also on the boys varsity basketball team. Parker to Wilson. Napoli spins back and loses it. Able to grab it right back out of the air. Now Wilson. Wilson open. Well defended by the Jaguars. Pass into the middle is not able to be received. Barca loses it and loses his stick. And the Jaguars fend off the attack. And they do get it cleanly across midfield. And now less than 2 here in the third quarter. Jaguars looking to bring it within 1. They need a good possession here, I think. Up top, that's Likes. And then over to Genario. Genario, good save from Pangborn. Loose ball. Connor Gilchrist scoops it up and finds Pangborn in the crease. Now only 40 seconds. Only into Bandel. Bandel. Warriors have time. Mastro comes on, as well as Wilson. Mastro. Five seconds. Mastro finds Bandel, who does not get a good shot off. Good, well defended by the Jaguars there at the end of the quarter. But the Warriors do win the quarter 1-0, and we'll be back. Franks wins the face-off. And now just going to bring it back. He does take a hit there. Pangborn. Two daughters. Bandel. Bandel to Mastro. 12 minutes remaining. It's been a good one. Both teams have controlled parts of this game. Warriors do control that third quarter. They had one possession that was 4 minutes, took up a third of the whole entire quarter. Bandel to Napalili, then Wilson. Wilson tried to get a shot off, was well defended. His shot misses wide right. Mastro loads up a big one, well defended. Good save, Parker. Back to Mastro. Mastro so good off his left. He can really get some speed on that thing. Nick Parker with it.
I've seen a couple falls just kind of, I mean, no rain or anything just happened. Turf Monster's been catching a lot of people today.
Open goal. Pangborn was not back and almost got caught red-handed there. Rock Canyon has roof knocked. Rock Canyon trying to get back into this one. But the time is ticking. I mean, 2 points, not a whole lot in the grand scheme of things, but got to get something going here. This is a nice possession they're building here.
Yeah, Rock Canyon tonight just be going in spurts. Nice shot on goal, but good save there from Pangborn. Back to what I was saying, Rock Canyon just kind of go on spurts with their goals. They had 3 in the second quarter there, none in the third. Rock Canyon just needs to be a little more physical when getting to the net. Another good save there from Pangborn. Rock Canyon coaching staff wants a call. They don't get one.
Canyon still with control. Good defense. Landon Wilson gets the Warriors the ball back, then Rylan Wells brings it all the way down the field. Parker.
See Rock Canyon try to play a little more physical now that they're kind of getting the crunch time here and needing 2 goals to come back into this one. And 2 goals against Pangbourne will be very difficult. Flag comes flying around the 20-yard line there.
Another flag. Bandel with it. And the Mastro. Mastro to Schubert. Now Parker. Warriors just going to look to tick away time. If there's not a great opportunity, they won't take it here. Bandel to Mastro, and Mastro with his second of the night.
That's a huge goal from Mastro, allowing the Warriors to create a little bit more of a cushion, but Rock Canyon gonna be very physical here halfway through this fourth, needing now 3 goals on Nick Pangbourne, Trey.
That's a task for you. Get 3 goals off him in this Warriors defense.
It's not too far-fetched considering they had 3 goals there in the second quarter alone, but the Warrior defense as of late, it will be difficult.
Franks wins the face-off again. And again, we'll just jump to the goalie. Daughters. Daughters to Gilchrist. Gilchrist moves it up the field. And then he'll turn it over. And ball does go back to the Jags.
This is where Rock Canyon needs to push the pace a little more. They don't have that time for just playing catch right now. They kind of need to start just throwing shots on goal now.
Genario trying to get Rock Canyon on the board in the second half. Still yet to score. There was a good opportunity, but Pangbourne shuts it down. And now going the other way, Barca with it.
Warriors been good in transition tonight. Quickly now on the other side.
Parker loads up a big one and puts it in the back of the net. Warriors pull away. Up 4 now. And if you thought this one was tight, the Warriors have pulled away now, 4-point lead and 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of Parker at all tonight. Rock Canyon doing a good job to shut him down, but Parker strikes when needed, and Warriors starting to pour it on a little bit, and they have a very, very comfortable cushion now.
Franks fighting for the face-off. He does win it. Moving quickly. Parker. Warriors have outscored the Jags 3-0 in the last 20 minutes of game time. Wilson. Mastro. Back to the X, Napalili. 4 minutes. Parker finds an open Napalili. Bandel to Napalili. Napalili tries to get a shot on. Sullivan will keep it alive. Parker up top and saved by the keeper. In transition, Mastro steals it back. And Warriors back in possession. Parker off the leg of Dwyer. And Mastro slows it down. They'll keep ticking time off of this clock.
Yeah, you want the Warriors to be a little more patient now when they have that 4-goal lead.
And they'll switch to black ball. The long pass, and the Jaguars unable to keep it controlled. Trying to do too much too quickly. And now Wells finds it in the pile-up. Parker to Wilson. Warriors can easily tick away another minute here. Olney to Parker. Parker being hacked at. And now a timeout is called with just under 2 minutes to go. We'll be back. A minute 50. And the Warriors just trying to hold on. 4-point lead. This would be a miracle for the Jaguars. Warriors get the steal. That is Daughters who stole it. Now Landon Wilson. And that's pretty much the nail in the coffin. The truth. Puts it bottom left. And Warriors have officially pulled away with it in the second half.
Wilson, what a goal, just a simple bread and butter goal, just right over the top of the goalie. 8-3 Warriors will go on to win their 12th, extend that winning streak to 12 in a row. And Trey, an interesting game coming up for the Warriors on Tuesday. Cherry Creek, the number 4 team, will be a 3v4 if the rankings stand. That should be broadcasted here on ASN, but if you're a Rock Canyon fan, Regis, tall task ahead. That will also be on Tuesday.
Rock Canyon with 80 seconds and a dream. They'll have a shot there, and it does get in. That's one. Beckett Schmidt gets it started. Now you got to pretty much win 4 straight faceoffs. So still not over till it's over, right?
They have a dream, Trey.
And now a timeout called. The Jaguars do win the faceoff, so they'll have it coming out of the break. But we will step aside. Genario. He'll start with it out of the timeout. They need a quick one. Back to the X.
You don't have too much time to fart around. You got to get right to the goal.
Genario's shot misses.
47 seconds.
Genario swims, open, tried to go behind the back. Warriors collapsed on him well. Good save from Pangborn. Gallant with the shot. And now Warriors going the other way. Jack Olney with it. Just got to hold on to it for 12 more seconds. Napalili. And that is going to do it. Warriors, another one. Napalili skies it up into the air. And the Warriors, a big win against the 19th ranked Rock Canyon Jaguars. Now they'll go prepare for their upcoming game against the Cherry Creek Bruins. That is going to be cinema.
Yeah, 3v4 at Stutler Bowl.
So we'll see that live here on Arapahoe Sports Network. But for now, thank you for joining us here. I was Trey Larson. I was joined alongside Mason Lanier. Your final score, Jaguars 4 and Warriors 8. Have a great night, everyone. And as always, let's go Warriors.